What's up YouTube? Welcome back to our latest video. We have just finished our fat loss phase for our wedding. We jet off on Monday and we wanted to run you through our 5 top tips that have helped us lose body fat over the last 12 weeks so you can implement this too.
Over the last 12 weeks, we've had 3 competitions. We've been training for High Rock, CrossFit, and ultimately we've been fueling our bodies in the right way, achieving the fat loss results we wanted. I lost about 5 kilos even after probably the first 8 weeks. And then the last 4 weeks have been more maintaining that level.
So we'll get straight into it. Tip number 1, and this is number 1 for a reason, is it's so important for you to eat high volume foods. We are a big believer that regardless of whether your goal is fat loss, whether you're maintaining your lifestyle choices, you should have as much fruit, veg and salad in your meals as possible, because who likes eating small meals? Half your plate when you're focusing on fat loss should be fruit, veg and salad. So you should be shaping your meals all around that. It's super important that you have fiber in your diet, because fiber is going to help you stay full. And if your plate is full, if the plate looks visually satisfying, it's going to satisfy you more too.
Number 2 is all around meal timings. So carbohydrate strategy pre and post workout that's ultimately going to be able to fuel that session and put you in the best possible position to recover after the session. You don't want to feel hungry, tired, or low on energy in your training, and carbs are your primary energy source that's going to enable you to perform at your best in your sessions. We recommend before training you have simple carbohydrates that's going to be easy to digest and give you that boost of energy that you need. Something I have as an absolute staple, even though we train first thing in the morning, is a banana and a carbohydrate drink, which is the My Protein and High Rocks combination. If you use Sarah L Fit, you're going to get 10% off. But it's something that is quick to digest, easy on the stomach, and it gives you that good energy boost. After training, we recommend more complex carbohydrates. So that's where it's going to be a little bit slower to digest, longer lasting energy. Stuff like, it depends on when you're training time of day. If you're training first thing in the morning, probably like oats. If you're training later in the day, things like potatoes.
Tip number 3 is keeping a high protein diet. We value carbohydrates as, I think, more important just from an energy standpoint, but you also want to make sure you're getting enough protein to, 1, help muscle repair and recovery, but also help you stay full. Protein takes a little bit longer than other macronutrients to digest, so if it's going to digest slowly, it's going to keep you fuller for longer. So still making sure that protein is a top priority in your diet. And if you can, making sure you tick your protein targets off in your breakfast, lunch and dinner gives you more flexibility to have, snacks that you actually like and keep good structure in your diet.
And number 4 is that less is often more. It's so easy when you're trying to lose body fat, getting into the mindset that you just need to do more, train more. But ultimately, all that's going to do is actually burn you out. So you need to have the relevant recovery strategy in place so you have rest days that allow you to perform at your best on those specific training days. And ultimately, the most growth and repair in your muscles is going to happen at sleep in your recovery. So it's so important that you actually follow a protocol to give yourself enough rest in between sessions and you're not absolutely smashing yourself every single week.
One key thing to notice is whether we're losing body fat or we're training normally, our training intensity and volume hasn't actually changed. Like, we're not doing anything extra. Our key focus point has been our calorie intake and how we're timing that around our sessions. Because we're focusing on performance and we're working on specific goals and working towards events, our training hasn't really changed, but what we put in our mouth and how frequent that is and the timing of it has been the big focus point.
Yeah, and we've not, say, gone and increased steps a crazy amount. It's literally, as Sarah said, we've been doing the same output, we've just had then a different input.
Set yourself a baseline. We're not saying, okay, don't do any steps. If that's not something you do easily, then you need to set yourself a baseline or a non-negotiable target that you consistently hit. But focus on consistency rather than just trying to do more, because if you try and do more and it's not realistic or your nutrition strategy isn't paired with that, you're going to set yourself up for failure. And tip number 5 is you need to be tracking data in all regards, not just your food intake. You need to be tracking how your body's changing, how you're feeling on a day-to-day basis, how you're also performing, because if you're sole focus is weight loss, scale loss every single week, it's going to be so mind numbing. So if you can look at other factors that give you some feedback or give you some positive recognition of your effort, that's going to help with your consistency. So we're still looking at how strong we feel, how fast we can run, how we feel in ourselves from an energy perspective, if we feel hungry throughout the day, how we can tweak that. All of those metrics are super important for you to be consistent.
Obviously, it comes down to why photos are important, circumference measurements are important, because a scale weight isn't going to give you the entire picture, whereas those things are. And obviously, the way that you feel about yourself when you look in the mirror is going to be the most important metric you can ever use.
And that is our top 5 tips. If you've liked this video, make sure you drop it a like and make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. And our next video is going to be our post-wedding...
For the second time.
Vlog.
Together.
That sounds really bad.
It's not second time with different people.
Our second wedding, actually official party wedding vlog. But yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Catch you soon.